Hi, this is Gwen Foster. Today I want to talk about Himalayan salt and how to make Himalayan salt soleil. It's actually very easy to use and it's very beneficial for like a million things. So when you want to make Himalayan salt, you need to use a glass dish. I like using mason jars because they have a lid and they're glass. And the Himalayan rock salt chunks work the best. So these are the chunks. The granulated doesn't work very good because it's hard to see when it's fully dissolved. So what you do to make the soleil is you just put a few of the salt chunks in the jar like that, and then take a good water. This is a reverse osmosis water from my filter, and let's hope this pours. Nope. Yep. And then fill it up. And cover it and let it sit overnight. Now once it sits overnight, it's going to dissolve just to the perfect salt water ratio. The salt chunks will not dissolve completely. You'll still see them. They'll just dissolve to the perfect soleil, which is basically saline. And then the next morning it's ready to go. And so what I recommend to people is that you start with 1 tablespoon a day, and then go to 2 tablespoons a day, like AM and PM. I don't mind the taste of the soleil, but some people don't love the salt. I'd rather just take a tablespoon and get it over with and then chase it with more water. It's super important while you're doing Himalayan salt soleil that you drink lots of water, because salt is a little dehydrating. But the good thing about the Himalayan salt compared to the table salt is that Himalayan salt is very high in minerals. And not iron, but the other minerals it's very high in. So you're getting some good minerals with your water. And when you get up to 1 tablespoon twice a day, you want to continue the Himalayan salt for 60 days to do a thorough detox of pathogens and gut issues, bacteria, parasites, and candida. It's a good kind of shotgun approach and a very inexpensive approach. This box of salt would last enough for a whole family for a year, because this dissolves very slowly. Now when you don't see the raw chunks anymore, you put more in the glass or the jar. When you are running low on water, you just add more water and then wait till the next day it's ready to go again. So if you ever don't see the salt chunks, you should add more water. Now some of the things that this is good for is any sign of intestinal parasites. Some of the signs of having intestinal parasites are grinding your teeth or wanting to chew ice, or with little kids it's like itchy butt syndrome. With adults it can be feeling kind of sickly or having gastric disturbances, especially worse around a full moon. For candida, it's the common symptoms are dandruff, and this can be put in a spray bottle and sprayed on your scalp. It's useful for toenail fungus. Toenail fungus is always a sign that you have systemic fungus. Jock itch, athlete's foot, dry flaky skin, respiratory issues, allergies, yeast infections, and those kind of, even like what sometimes people call bacterial infections or UTIs can also be yeast. So it's just really good for all of those things. And then if someone has a history of even MRSA type bacteria, I've had a case where a guy had MRSA on a finger and they wanted to amputate the finger, and the guy had literally done everything, you know, hyperbaric chamber, lots of antibiotics, and the MRSA case was not getting better, and he did the salt, soaked his finger in there, and that was one thing that worked. Usually the creams and lotions you buy online for toenail fungus actually don't work, because applied topically they're not getting rid of the systemic fungus. And that's the problem, is that if you have systemic fungus, you're getting the fungus from the inside out. It's not like you got it and it was contagious. That's just not how fungus works. But if you want to do an effective cleanse, it's easy. It just has a little, well, a lot salty taste, but you get used to it in just like 2 or 3 times. And it's recommended to do 60 days. One thing I want to add is if you're at the end of 60 days and you're seeing like things come out, like you're still having some diarrhea or you're having some things come out through the skin, like a skin rash, then it means the candida is not gone. Another example is thrush, and we did some social media stuff where we showed the tongue being white, or you know, or even like yeasty looking. That's definitely a sign of candida. So one way you know you're done is when the white is gone, because during the soleil cleanse, It's normal for the tongue to even become more white because your body is trying to expel toxins. It might also be normal for you to have like extra body odor because it also can come out through the sweat glands. But if you have any remaining symptoms of the things I listed, at the end of the 60 days, you should probably extend past 60 days. And whenever you finish the salt protocol, I would recommend that you take a good probiotic. The probiotic I like a lot is Strengthia by Apex. And if you want to contact me for salt or probiotics, my contact information is below this video. All right, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.